Imagine you hire a business consultant, right?
Yeah.
Like you want them to rebuild your company's website. And halfway through uh, wireframing the homepage, they just start helping you heal your childhood trauma.
Yeah, that sounds like a highly specific corporate joke.
It really does. Because usually when you look at the landscape of organizational development, there's this rigid, unspoken wall.
Right.
You have your efficiency experts over here, with their spreadsheets. They're optimizing your supply chain, writing standard operating procedures.
The nuts and bolts.
Exactly. And then completely walled off in another building, you have human resources or the wellness people talking about team building and like feelings and preventing burnout.
Well, the industrial era really trained us to keep those domains quarantined from one another. We've just been taught to treat the mechanics of the business as one reality and the psychology of the people running it as a completely separate, almost inconvenient reality.
Yeah.
The blueberries phrase becomes a quick, mutually understood shorthand.
Right.
Instead of taking 30 minutes to explain that they are feeling dysregulated or overwhelmed, an employee can simply use the shorthand. It instantly signals to the rest of the team that they need a moment to ground themselves.
It's like an inside joke that fundamentally functions as a mental health tool.
Exactly.
And it bypasses all the corporate awkwardness of talking about
It
feelings.
really does. And the tangible results of instituting those kinds of anchors are profound. In that same review, Dawn explicitly states that the high turnover rate shifted. The firm helped them create a resilient workplace culture that promoted mental and emotional health, which actively prevented burnout.
They stopped the bleeding.
Yeah.
Like they stopped the endless cycle of hiring, training, and losing staff.
And this raises an important question. How many traditional businesses are suffering from massive turnover, constantly hemorrhaging talent and capital, simply because they ignore the neurobiology of their workforce?
Probably a lot of them.
We often hear executives complain about a recruitment problem or a talent shortage when, in reality, they just have a culture problem.
The classic metaphor is trying to fix a leaky pipe by just pouring more water into it.
Right.
But honestly, based on what we're looking at, it's more like a smartphone running 50 apps in the background.
Oh, that's a great way to look at it.
Yeah, you can't just plug the phone into the charger to fix the battery drain. You have to open the system and force quit the background apps that are eating up the processing power.
Yes.
That operational stress, that unresolved workplace trauma, those are the background apps draining the company's energy.
That is a highly accurate way to frame it. And force quitting those apps benefits the executives just as much as the entry-level staff.
Oh, for sure.
Consider the 2022 review from David Farnborough.
Okay, yeah.
He details how Chuck worked with him to refine his goals, identify priorities, and formulate action plans, which are the classic hard business skills.
Right.
But he emphasizes that Chuck also made sure he was looking after himself.
Making self-care a core component of the business strategy, not just some weekend luxury.
Exactly. And the mechanism behind that is clear in David's conclusion. He states, "I have more self-awareness and greater business confidence as a result."
Oh, wow.
The self-care directly, causally correlated to his ability to lead with confidence.
It all feeds back into a single cohesive loop. Going through all these sources, from the Boys and Girls Club out to corporate offices, the through line is undeniable.
It really is.
You build the structure so the brain can relax. You acknowledge the trauma so the human feels safe.
It proves you cannot isolate the mechanics of a business from the biology of the people running it.
So what does this all mean? If we distill the core lesson from this stack of web pages, the service menus, and these deeply personal reviews,
Yeah.
it seems like this consulting model proves a point that the broader corporate world is still struggling to